making the one motion smoother shot.
When we spoke with Jake, he mentioned that early in his career, as an opponent, you were a guy that opponents would play off of. But now he's saying that the shot's going in. What do you think the improved 3-point shot can do for you in your role and within the offense?
It can do a lot. It can open up my game, personally and as a team as well. I suspect to start the season it'll still be the same treatment. So obviously, until I have some games under my belt, I'm actually making shots. It'll open up me, my game, and for our whole team offense.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Lakers land. Sound nasty, bro. Hold on. Sound real nasty at first. I ain't like that. But before we get started this morning, I gotta say this on the record. Before we get started this morning. Jarred Vanderbilt, I apologize. That's the tone I'm setting this morning when it comes to Vando. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I was dead wrong about Jarred Vanderbilt, y'all. Last season, I was one of those guys that just totally gave up on Jarred Vanderbilt. I thought through the injuries, I thought they took away that edge that he had, that burst that the Lakers fans were appreciative to have from him. That defensive chaos that Vando had brung to the table. I thought it was done. But I watched him the other night versus the Golden State Warriors, y'all. That boy is back. Vando was all over the place. Even in the loss, if there was one good thing to speak on about the game Sunday, it was Vando. He looked healthy. He looked locked in on both ends of the basketball court. And to me, I don't know about y'all, but Vando looked like he's ready to take his spot back in this rotation. I'm talking possibly a starting spot. We gonna need Vando. Don't get it twisted. I'm really coming to the realization of that this morning, especially if the Lakers want to be a top 5 defensive team again. So today's live stream is going to be my official Jarred Vanderbilt apology. What separates Vando from most wings on this Lakers team specifically, to me, is his point of attack defense. Marcus Smart definitely brings that element to the table, but in the game versus Golden State, Vando was straight up living in passing lanes all game. He picked up Curry. He picked up Moody full court. He was causing turnovers. He just made the Golden State Warriors look kind of uncomfortable at points of the game. When you got somebody like that who can kind of blow up the first action of a play, that's a defensive engine. You got that in Marcus Smart. I truly believe you have that in Jarred Vanderbilt. The Lakers don't have a whole bunch of point of attack stoppers. That has been a problem for over the last few years. Austin Reaves be trying, but he's just too much of a liability. We parted ways with Dorian Finney-Smith. I don't really see Jake LaRavia being an impactful two-way player. I think he's intelligent on the defensive end, but I just don't know if the skill set is there. Dalton Connect is another liability on defense, but Vando is like disruptive by nature. That's why it seemed to me that the tempo, it kind of changes when he checked in. Like, people are always going to talk about the rim protection, but to me, it starts with stopping the basketball before it even gets to the rim. And Vando, he was attempting and had success doing that all game long. I'm not overnight expecting Vando to be some type of offensive scorer, some type of threat offensively. But the way he was committing on both ends of the court and the hustle that he gave. Y'all know I've been pissed off with the Lakers this whole preseason because of the effort, the lack of. You don't have LeBron James out there. You don't have Luka out there. You got all these new guys like DeAndre Ayton and all them. This is the perfect opportunity. This is your auditioning. You got 48 minutes to really show everybody what you got, and you don't have LeBron or Luka over your shoulder, even in these games that quote unquote don't count. And guys just did not step up to the plate. I think Vando was one of the very few Lakers so far in these first couple games that has somehow flipped the switch, and he's looking pretty respectable. Some players in the NBA defend with effort. Vando defends with instincts. Them 3 steals he had against Golden State wasn't no fluke by a long shot. Those were prime examples of what I call defensive playmaking. That's where you basically, your defense doesn't just stop plays, it creates plays. Vando damn near flipped defense into offense multiple times Sunday. And, you know, that steal that is just, you can tell that he's reading the floor much better. He's in a comfortable space. That's just all I can really say. And like I said, I gave up on this dude last year. I had no love, no more. Jarred Vanderbilt. Everybody that has been a watcher of viewer of Lakers Land, y'all know that I've been done with this boy. But I gotta be honest, I was wrong. I was dead wrong. What shocked me, especially Sunday versus Golden State, when we talk about Jarred Vanderbilt, wasn't really just his defense. It wasn't just the intensity. It was his touch finishing. Like last season, a lot of layups, if I can remember, felt like an adventure for Vando. But the other day, he was finishing floaters. Vando, he hit like a mid-range push shot. If I remember, he didn't look scared to attack offensively. And I appreciate that. We need that. Even in preseason games, yo, because chemistry, this is the moment. These are the games where you build your chemistry. You waiting around for the beginning of the year to really lock in, it's going to cost you games that you really going to need in the future. He made a 3. Drip Show said he made a 3-pointer. Bit feels like Vando definitely improved. For sure. For sure. You know, I got to apologize. You know, Bit, we was on the podcast all last year. I told you I was done with Vando. Every time we turned around, it was another issue. But man, I got to put a little bit of respect on his name. And like I said, he fighting for something. Is it a starting spot that Vando is fighting for? I think the big question is how Vando fits with Luka, LeBron, and AR on the floor. How does that work in real time now that you got a full training camp? I do think that when you are rotating from corner to like cover drives, plug gaps, and stuff like that, that's that weak side containment. He can definitely bring that to the starting unit for the Lakers, and it'll benefit them, especially now that they got DeAndre Ayton with that 7'5" wingspan. Vando can help clean up a lot of mistakes. He covers ground. He knows how to communicate. That really would allow stars like LeBron and Luka to conserve some of their energy. If he can keep hitting corner 3-pointers at even 33%, I think that his value for the starters alone skyrockets. And, you know, this is no disrespect and no shot at Rui. I think Rui could go for possible. I ain't gonna go that far and say 6th man of the year, but Rui would definitely be a threat coming off the bench as a 6th man. Vando has to show a little bit more, I believe, to deserve that starting spot. But the way he's been locked in, Rui, it's going to be tough to keep that position. That's a spot that I'm going to be interested to watch throughout the year. Rui, is he going to be able to keep his own spot? Is Vando going to threaten for that spot? We got this big announcement today by LeBron James. I talked about that last night. I don't think that LeBron will be retiring immediately. I think LeBron, if he is going to make the retirement announcement, is going to be basically this is going to be his farewell tour. So it's not going to be another immediate roster spot open or starting spot open for Van to easily squeeze in. It's really just basically that position that Rui currently holds. But that's going to be something that I'm going to be watching. I wonder what type of flexibility J.J. Redick is going to take advantage of with this resurgence from Jarred Vanderbilt. Bit says Vando hits a 3 attacking with the ball. Looks like he finally taking an aggressive Draymond Green role. Will he be healthy all year? I mean, this is $1 million question that we asking everybody. Will LeBron be healthy all year? Will Luka be healthy all year? Marcus Smart. Will he get healthy? Can DeAndre Ayton, can he survive the weight that's going to be put on DeAndre's shoulders? Like, shit, people think it's sweet with this whole DeAndre Ayton addition. I'm not mad at the addition at all, but don't get it twisted. The expectations before this year out for DeAndre Ayton is going to go through the roof. I don't know if he's going to be able to answer that bell. I'm just being real. Fans are going to be asking DeAndre Ayton to do some unbelievable things. People know that he's not no Anthony Davis, but people are going to expect him to be producing like Anthony Davis. I'm going to be honest, especially the casual fans. They're not going to know no difference when it comes to a big man. What AD provided consistently on both ends of the court, they're going to expect that from DeAndre Ayton. Maybe not in totality of the numbers being so high, but as far as the consistency, being a walking double-double, DeAndre Ayton ain't going to be able to miss a beat. Should Jarred Vanderbilt start over Rui Hachimura? We talked about the starting 5. I know me and Bit was on playback talking about the starting 5 for the Lakers, how we would run it. I think Justo had joined us for that conversation as well. But what do y'all think? Should Vando start over Rui? Should Coach J.J. Redick even consider it? I think there's pros and cons both ways. I think Rui offers a better spacing, and he definitely offers more of a scoring versatility than Jarred Vanderbilt. But on the flip side, Vando offers elite defense and energy, but his shooting is inconsistent. And Rui is not a poor defender neither. He's not as good as Vando. Rui might be a better all-around player than Vando, but it's that intensity. It's the timing. It's like your role on this team being needed so much more with this group than that group. That's really, to me, what it boils to. And I think J.J. Redick, even though he's been an offensive-minded guy, he values defensive identity early in training camp, it seemed like to me. So should the Lakers prioritize defense over spacing in their starting lineups? I would say yes. I was dead wrong about Vando. I think he's giving this team something Rui respectfully can't. And that's true defensive identity. I don't think Rui could ever really bring that. And then I'm thinking about it. If you got Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves on the floor healthy, why won't you be able to survive with a non-shooter on the basketball court? I don't have that much expectation for Vando offensively if he was to start. But he got to be able to knock down shots. If you're going to be a non-shooter, a non-scorer for the most part, then that's fine if you are efficient. If you can knock down the shots when it count, because Luka are going to get you wide open touches. But if you missing them, it's wild. It's weird. I don't know if Vando's offense is good enough to keep him on the floor late in games as well. The Lakers don't blow out a lot of teams. So stuff is going to be close. I'm pretty sure they haven't even decided who's going to really run the fourth quarter. Is it going to be LeBron being the quarterback of the fourth quarter? Will it be Luka being the quarterback of the fourth quarter? I think it's a toss-up. But, even though I am impressed with Vando, I don't know if his offense is finally good enough to keep him on the floor late in games. So J.J. Redick is going to have a problem or a challenge trying to manipulate this roster as far as minutes, matchups, when to put guys in, when is the best time, when is the best impact moments for these guys individually and systematically as a group. Can Jarred Vanderbilt make the Lakers can he make a run for all defensive player? And can he help the Lakers be a top 5 defense? I say no and yes. I don't know too many role players that's going to. I don't know, yo. Can a role player be defensive player of the year? Not. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. But I wouldn't put that expectation on Vando to be depoy or be in a run for it. Just do your job. I want to see the Lakers top 5 defensively way more than I want to see Vando winning depoy. Just continue to give us that spark. That's really what would have worked for me. 2G said he would run with DeAndre Ayton, Jackson Hayes, Vando, Rui, and Luka. That's your 5 for what? I know you're not saying this is your starting 5. DeAndre Ayton, Jackson Hayes, Vando, Rui, and Doncic. What is this? What is this, 2G? Tell me this is not your starting 5 for the Lakers. This is the nastiest of work. Is this the lineup is this the tall lineup? Maybe this is a lineup that 2G is using for the tallest guys. This is who he would put in for length. Because there's no way in the world you would actually try this. You don't have why you don't have to try everything when you got LeBron. If y'all would appreciate what y'all really have, we wouldn't have this problem. DeAndre Ayton, Jackson Hayes, Jarred Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, and Luka. Oh, that is so nasty. I'm assuming Rui is going to run the point. You don't even have LeBron in the equation. That's just so disrespectful. You got Luka at the point. I'm assuming Rui is running a 2. Rui is a 2 guard. Then you got Vando as a 3. And you got Jackson Hayes and Aiden on the court at the same. Oh my God. Damn. I mean, we've had haters on Lakers land before, but 2G might have created a whole new role here in Lakers land. He might be the ultimate sabotager. It seems to me like 2G is trying to sabotage the Lakers season with this shit. Damn. How many games would the Lakers win, even if these guys stayed healthy? How many games would the Lakers win starting off with this 5? Holy crap. I mean, where's Austin Reaves at? So you got Austin Reaves coming off the bench? So what does the front court of the Lakers look like if this is the case? Who else do you have to play forwards and centers? You got Christian Coloco, Maxi Kleber, and Jake LaRavia. That's your front court. That's your second unit front court. Then you have Bronny James or Gabe Vincent or Marcus Smart along with Austin Reaves. That's the second unit. Damn. 2G, you the sabotager, bro. That's your nickname for this upcoming season. BA is the biggest LeBron hater. Justo, I'm still trying to figure out something special for Justo. 2G, you the sabotager. Gotta be. This is insane. 2G, see how many games we fucking won with this lineup. Good point. Good point. Good point. Because we damn sure is over. We over. 2G said, yo, go big or go home. All right. I mean, hey, I should go upstairs now and throw in 2K. I should throw in a little bit of NBA 2K, and I should run with this line, with this starting 5. I should start a game with this starting 5 and just see how pathetic and ridiculous and how embarrassing I feel playing with these guys. 2G, you should be ashamed of yourself. With a straight face, you have the audacity to put this lineup in here. Unbelievable. What the hell with J.J. Redick? Where's I forgot about Dalton Connect. Lord have mercy. Well, this is what we'll do. I'm going to end this one right now. I'm going to fall back. But as soon as LeBron James make his announcement today, I will be immediately coming back live to either cry like a baby or rip a hole in LeBron James, because he's either going to retire today or he's going to waste my motherfucking time with this announcement. One or two things are going to be true today. When it happens, I'm going to be immediately going live. All PM lives are open panel, so I'm going to need you guys to join me on the open panel show and give me your thoughts and opinions this afternoon or this evening, whatever LeBron decides to do what he does. This shit is a movie. So hopefully he don't do it while I'm on my way to get my damn kids to school. But we're going to go live regardless, one way or another, before the day is out. I got to see what LeBron is talking about. This whole announcement, to me, it's a distraction at the highest order. What the hell does LeBron need to talk about right now? I don't want to hear nothing other than you playing. Is you playing, nigga? And I don't need no special announcement for that. You could tweet it. Yeah, that's my boy. Fucking James, bro. Motherfucking James. All right, y'all. That is a wrap for now in Lakers land. Again, when LeBron finishes his announcement, I will be going live I will be opening a panel so we can break that shit down into the smallest forms, because that's what we do here on Lakers Land. I hope y'all stay safe, and let me know what y'all think about Jarred Vanderbilt, because I have to apologize, bro. I was dead wrong about Vando. That boy is balling, and I appreciate the effort that he's given, even in these losses. We're going to need him for sure. So y'all let me know what y'all think about Vando. Are y'all still sold on Vando? Are y'all like I was and was done with him? Where do y'all stand at today? Because I'm putting some respect on Jarred Vanderbilt's name. I'm not even going to hold y'all. Keeping it real. Shout out to Vando. I'm Seven Mitchell. This is Lakers Land. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Y'all be safe. Shout out to my guys in the live chat, 2G. Bit as always. Big up to y'all and my boy from the Drip Show. Y'all stay safe, and I'll catch y'all this afternoon after LeBron's bogus announcement. I'm out. Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Lakers Land podcast with Seven Mitchell. If you rocked with the show, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a review wherever you're listening. Join the conversation on social at Lakers Land Show and tap in for daily takes, polls, and more. Until next time, stay loyal, stay loud, and always stay Lakered up.